Hey wonderful person, and welcome in this video. With you is Angelo, and today we're going to talk about some opening traps and in general how to play in the opening. So stay with me to enjoy this video. The first and the most popular trap can happen in Caro-Kann defense. The Caro-Kann defense is this move after c6. Black's idea is to strike in the center. And now we can play this one, and after that we can play d3. And we're protecting everything, and maybe we can castle later, fianchetto or bishop in order to castle, play something like that, like the King's Indian defense, and already invite the black player to fall into the trap, because he's saying, hey, I can take there, right? What are you going to do? I'm taking something. The knight is under attack, and after that I can exchange queens. Everything looks happy. However, your intention is not to play that, but to play knight to g5. And then he can say, okay, I can capture another pawn, right? And after this, he's going to follow this Makagorov rule. I have another video about that, I talked to you previously. And here he's going to say, I have a knight here, you're attacking that pawn. What you're going to play? Kick this knight away, right? It looks so natural. And now the trap is revealing, because we can take here. And he can feel that what he's doing, he's threatening my queen and rook. However, I can take that one. And after this, he's going to think, oh, I can take that one as well. However, the queen is gone, and now he cannot do anything at all. This is a very, very popular trap. And you can see the same trap actually in Scandinavian defense. After the move e4, if white starts like this, the black can play the Scandinavian defense with d5. His intention is to exchange some central pawns. And now we can play this move. And he's going to say, what you're doing actually, I threaten your pawn, I can take it. And we can go here, we're attacking that pawn, so he's going to defend it. And now we're attacking again. Can you recognize the motif? It's approximately the same. And after that we can take here. And once again he's going to say, what your knight is doing here, I don't like it, it's not good intruder. Kick him away, and he's going to play something like this. Can you recognize the trap? What are you going to play here with the white pieces? Pause the video. Unpause, and the correct move is this one. Boom! Taking there. What he's going to do? Taking with the king. And after this, again he has to take, and now we have this one. So you don't have this discovered check here to capture a queen. I already explained some ideas like this. And the best move actually here for black is of course to protect the queen. For that reason, traps are extremely important. You should know about them in order to avoid them with the correct play. Now let's move forward. Many people with black pieces, they would like to attack immediately. However, we cannot do it in the opening. First of all, we need to develop our pieces. And sometimes people can give pawns like this to gambit their pawns, gamble or gambit their pawns in order to open up their pieces. And after this, they can play something like this. It is a similar situation like the Englund Gambit. I'm going to talk later about that. And now white player is going to play like this. We can play that one. And after that, we can play this. And after this, he can play f6, for example. We can go back, and now the trap can reveal. Can you recognize the motif? It's approximately the same. We can play knight there. And now, if he just takes the knight here with the pawn, it looks extremely good, right? Because he's taking material, he's threatening the queen, it looks like he is winning. However, he is losing. And now we can win with this move. Again, a distraction. The king is overloaded, cannot protect f2 and queen, and after that we can take the queen and we are winning. This is the same, again, the same trick. I'm going back some moves right now, and we're going to play the same opening. I played with the white pieces. I had a blitz game about that, and a lot of people are playing like this. I'm going to repeat something extremely important here. In the opening, you need to develop your pieces. This is a very important opening rule, because if you develop your pieces, you will have a very good game. And you can develop like this, and now he is going to attack you. Now, white need to remember only one winning move. This is a winning move actually, and it could win this particular system if his opponent played like this. And the winning move is this one, bishop to g5. This move is winning, believe it or not. He can resign right now because we are going to destroy his pawn structure. We are going to create a permanent weakness actually, and after 40, 50, 100 moves we are going to win the game. He don't have a lot of things to do. And here he played that one, and after that he played this obviously, and now he played the trap. What you are going to play, of course, don't capture things like this. It's not good. And now I have some quotes about you. It's very important to know them. When lion show its teeth, don't think it's smiling. It's extremely important, right? Don't think it's smiling. It's lion's teeth. Another one, another very, very good one. I can see the cheese. The cheese is over here, the knight, but I cannot see the trap. You should be aware about these ideas actually, because these ideas will help you to understand how to play chess and not falling into the traps actually. You should not capture things like this. You can see the trap. Don't fall into that one because he will have something. And last but not least, I have another Greek phrase from you, and this is it. Fear the Greeks even when they bring gifts. And I'm talking about Trojan horse and things like this, right? He has this Trojan horse here. You can take it. It's a knight, a free knight. Why not to take it? However, we should not do that. And here we have enough. Sometimes you have enough. You have 2 pawns here. He can take 1 pawn back, but it doesn't matter at all because he is going to destroy his pawn structure. And after that, we can win the game. And here, for example, we can play something like this. Now, he don't have the same trick. If you know this one, he don't have the same trick, and we're threatening the knight. He don't have a lot of options. This one variation. So I played this move once again because I know the winning motif, and the winning motif is to protect the queen, as you can see here. He can play something. He played something like this. I capture here. He exchanged queens, and now he is gone. He don't know exactly what he is doing. Probably he has to castle, but we have a fantastic bishop, and I'm going to show you very, very quickly this game. I missed the winning move here. I played d3, but the winning move is obviously to check, to skewer the king. The king has to go away. Skewering his chess is a tactic, and said, go away, I'm going to take your rook. And I played this one, he played that. We have some developing moves, and after that one I played a3. And again, you can see if you have very nice development, all of your pieces are okay. The king is very safe here. He cannot do anything at all. Everything is very, very secure. And after this, we are going to threaten some things. He was a little lucky here. He played this one. It's exchanged some pieces, and now I calculated, but after this one maybe he can take something and he can take the knight, but we are completely winning. I played this one, and now he don't have a good moves. After this we can play something like that, we're winning, or after this he just blunder a piece. And here is another point that I'd like to mention. He just blundered another piece, and now we are a piece up and 2 pawns. In some situations like this you can resign actually, right? You should not continue playing. Don't play for a stalemate or things like this. You just lost the game. The other guy is going to consolidate everything and he's going to win. And the game ended very easily because he continued blundering pieces. Actually he had time, but he don't know what exactly to do. And now I played this move. This is a check, and now I played a quiet move. I give another check, and now I played a quiet move. This one. What is a quiet move? Quiet move is a move without a check. I'm threatening this one. Maybe he was very disappointing, or I don't know what. He played this move, and finally I checkmate him like this.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
I'm going to repeat some important things here because it's very nice to remember. In the opening you need to develop your pieces, but don't gambling so much. Don't sacrifice a lot of pawns. Yeah, Gambits has this fashion actually. It's very nice to play them in order to learn the traps and understand some things actually, but you should not stay there forever. I saw many players play this opening tricks actually. And what is exactly this one? It's gambling because you can enter a pot in the poker. You can enter the pot with very bad cards, for example 2 and 7, and this is a bluff. I'm going to make an all-in. I'm going to play that. What are you going to do? Probably the other guy could fear actually, and maybe you can win the pot or you can win the game, but you cannot do it all the times. You need to know to play correct chess actually. This is very important. You should enter the pot with aces, with the best possible cards, and you are maximizing your chances to success in this way. And last but not least, I'd like to speak about such moves like bishop on g5. This is the killing moves actually. We can find them by understanding, by developing our pieces, by know the traps, or we can check our computers. Actually, my computer said here that white is approximately +2. The material is approximately equal. We have a pawn, and computer suggests that we have a fantastic position, a winning position here. And computers can kill the fun actually. However, I have something very important here. V.C. Anand, one of the greatest players of the world actually, he was the world chess champion. V.C. Anand from India, very nice person, I really like him. I don't like personally his style too much, however he's a very kind and very nice person. And he said, from every door that the computer closed, like this one or in the King's Gambit or other things, he opened another door. So we have more ways to play chess, other ways in most serious systems. And last but not least, let's check now the Englund Gambit, the traditional Englund Gambit. A lot of players play like this, and after that he's attacking the pawn, we can protect, and now he's playing this one. Bishop to bishop f4 is one of the best moves here actually. It doesn't change too much the situation, this one, because he's going to give this check on before in any case. By the way, I have a complete article about the about the Englund Gambit, and you're very welcome to follow the link below in order to read this article and see a lot of interesting videos. I reveal there how to play and how to refute the Englund Gambit. However, in this position, I don't really suggest you to play bishop f4. I really like this move bishop on g5 because you are forcing him and he can play some stupid moves. For example, he can play something like this, f6. Many players play like this. He confused, he don't know the theory actually, he don't know what to do, and after f6 we can take here, and after that we can continue developing our pieces. And now we have a very common pawn structure, and very common pawn structure will arise. You cannot recognize it, but I'm going to talk about that. For example, if you don't know what to do, we can play this move, we can castle. After this we can play c3, and now we have the Scandinavian pawn structure. He can play something like d5 for example, and we have these fantastic knights. Here our knight on f3 is very, very secure. He cannot really kick away this knight. We're already protected many, many times, and with this knight here he cannot really attack our king. You can see we have a very stable position. He can do some tricks, he could try something, but his pieces are not really organized. Even after f6 you can see here his pieces are not organized to do something about that. He could fail in that trap. For that reason I suggest you bishop g5, and if he goes in this traditional line, a check, you can go back, he can take here, we can develop the knight, and usually now they have two moves, both of them are not good. This is the first one, and we need to remember concretely here that he is threatening this pawn, so we cannot play the traditional move rook to b1. We need to play this concrete move, and now he is losing because we just protected that one, and we're going to kick the queen away. And the main line of this Englund Gambit goes like this. I have entire videos, you can see them actually, and after this usually here people play there. We have this move attacking the bishop, and after all of these exchanges he can take a pawn, you can take it. However, we have a very healthy position right now because we are threatening this one. In order to take some pawns, he stay behind in development. This is very, very important. Now we're threatening this one, he can play something like this, and after e4 we're completely winning. Believe it or not, my computer here said evaluate the position as +4. It is a piece, a pawn actually. We're completely winning because he can play something like this, we can develop our pieces, he can ever capture this one here because we can retake like this one. We're going to castle and play that move later. For example, he cannot do a lot of things. If he's just running, we can castle, and now we have this one. We're threatening the other rook, to the other fork actually, the king and the rook. What he's going to play? He cannot really continue playing normal moves. Or if he just plays something like this, we can play this again. And if he just captures here, because after knight g5 we're threatening. He thought that I can take there, protecting everything, what are you going to do? And we're going to remove the defender. Very basic tactics, attacking this one, and after this we're going to take that pawn. So we have some traps here. You can have a lot of fun with traps, I'm sure about that. You can win a lot of games. I suggest you to test them for some games, for some period of time, but don't stick on them. Don't play all-time traps. You need to improve yourself and become a better player. In order to do that, you're very welcome to subscribe on my website and learn then a lot of cool things. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website, and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page, and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now, and you're very welcome to join my mail list.